The Mind Buzz, now partnered with Grito Industries.
The Mind Buzz.
It's the Mind Buzz. What is up, Mind Buzz universe? Welcome back to another podcast episode of the Mind Buzz. I am GILL, your host, and working the 2s and 3s like always is Amber. What's up?
Hey. That's all I got for you.
That's all you got today?
Yeah.
How are you doing, by the way?
I'm good, actually.
You're good?
I had a good weekend.
How's your weekend?
It was good.
Yeah. We spend so much time together in our personal lives
that we don't even know how to ask each other, how are you?
Yeah.
Is that what you're trying to say?
I think so.
Or are you trying to say that you need a break?
No.
I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
I went from like 0 to 1,000.
She's a fireball, ladies and gentlemen.
No, I'm just
today.
kidding.
How you doing today? You good?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm a little thrown off. I woke up when you left to work.
Uh-huh.
And I stayed awake till
I leave around like 5 a.m. in the morning, ladies and gentlemen. So.
And then I went back to sleep like at 8. And then I woke up at noon and I was like, ah.
I know. I love it when I get text messages from you, like good morning, and I'm having lunch at 11 a.m.
I know. When I woke up, I was like, oh man, he's gonna know I slept until 12.
Yeah, because I like to collect things that people tend to throw away, and I had a coworker try to throw away like a little shelf thing, and yeah, you try to throw it away, and I was like, hey, you know what? I'm gonna see if Amber has any use for this. So I was like, hey, do we need something like this? And I didn't hear anything until like 1 p.m.
It was 12.
Okay, 12 p.m. Excuse me, but
I haven't slept until 12 in a long time. I don't know what
that's
happened.
good. Well, I'm glad you did. You're sleeping for the both of us.
Oh, it was because of the coffee. Remember I told you?
Yeah.
I had 2 coffees yesterday.
I feel like I'm having 2 coffees.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you do it.
I need it.
I'll be awake till tomorrow.
2 Celsiuses in the morning for breakfast isn't enough. I can't. I think I've reached the point to where that's it. Like
So you need to take yourself off of them for at least a week.
Yep.
No Celsius, and then you bring yourself back. That's what I used to do with coffee. When it did nothing to me, then I would wean myself off, and then I'd go back.
Ween. Such a great band.
Ween is a band?
Yeah, you remember they're the ones that let's get back into the episode. All right, let's get this next guest.
Wait, what song do they do?
They do a lot. We could pull it up.
Okay.
Pull up Ween.
Because I'm probably gonna know who they are, right?
They're from the.
I just didn't know that your name was Ween.
I seen them on. Well, let me introduce
Sorry.
our guest. He's a podcaster. He's a producer of podcasts. I'm so excited to hear all the podcasts that he produces. He's also a stand-up comedian. Please give it up for Joshua Benjamin.
Woo!
What's going on?
Ladies and gentlemen. What's up, man?
Not much, man. Thank you for having me, bro.
No, thanks for coming out, dude. Like we've known each other for at least since I started doing stand-up.
Yeah. We met at Chatterbox, right? Was it Chatterbox?
I think we met at Accidental Chaos.
Oh, yeah.
Like a few years ago.
That's the thing about Accidental Chaos shows. I always forget what's happening. You know what I mean? I always forget everything that happens there.
Yeah, it was probably one of my first like actual booked stand-up gigs, and I think you were there. It was terrible. I was frightened. It was cool because I just had Jerry on the podcast.
Oh, nice.
And he came. Well, it was a idiots at Jerry's show,
yeah.
And he was like, "Hey, we'll get you on, and let me talk to the guys." I mean, he got me on. It was cool. It was
awesome.
A good show.
Hell yeah. Do you remember who else was on?
I do. Just kidding.
It's all right. It's all right. I remember seeing you on the stage at Accidental Chaos, but that's all I can remember. It's a rough room, though. It's a hard room to do comedy in.
And especially like it being like my first like time ever like on the stage doing like actual written material.
Yeah.
So it was fun.
I won a sweater that time.
You won a sweater. Yeah, you did.
Do you remember that?
It's white
Vaguely.
and it has like a whole bunch of the logos on top of it.
Okay. It says the name of the place. The place is called Accident Chaos, right?
Right. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, it was a good night, dude.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we met out there, and then from then on, been seeing you at Chatterbox.
Yeah. A lot of Chatterbox here. Well, the mic you used to run.
Yep.
That was always great. That was always a great mic.
It was fun.
So much fun.
Yeah.
I only did it a few times though. I don't think I did it like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, but I mean, it was a good show. I miss it, but it's coming back pretty soon.
Nice.
They're going through like a rebrand, so that's always going to be fun because once that gets going, I don't really have to worry as much about any other stuff besides just running the open mic and the shows that we got to do there.
Right. Yeah, that's cool. I've never thrown a show. I've been like, I've had ideas and thoughts about it, but I've never like done it. It seems like a lot of work.
It can be.
Yeah, you're right. I've been to some shows or mics that doesn't seem like a lot of work. I have been to a lot of those.
And I think that's the thing. It's the type of person I guess you are that I feel like if you would do something, you would want it to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am kind of like that. Sometimes I can get lazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially I do stuff all the time. Like I get lazy.
Yeah.
But I only do that when I get like comfortable. I'm like, okay, I know what to do, you know?
Yeah. Which then is fine because you've already, I guess, mastered some sort of what you're doing. Not mastered entirely, but right. you've gotten the hang.
I never use the word master.
No,
for myself when I do things because I make so many mistakes all the time.
Yeah,
I've gone to shoot episodes like me and Mario have a podcast called Wide, and we've gone to shoot.
So that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, we pronounce it Wide.
Wide.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. If you watch the episodes on YouTube, where I think you should be watching them, the show's shot wide. So like like our clips are just like a little sliver of a huge wide screen shot.
Really?
Yeah, and it looks. We wanted it to look like a painting. We wanted it to look really nice.
How do you spell it?
WYD.
Okay.
_POD. If you're searching it. Yeah.
So wide. Oh, okay. There it is.
At the top.
This one or the top one?
Yep.
Amber's pulling it up.
No subscribers.
We'll get you some.
Yeah, but all of our episodes are like cool. That. They're all shot.
Oh, okay. Format. That makes sense. Click on one.
Which one?
Warehouse. Just warehouse. Or you know what? Cemetery, because that's a great shot that you got, dude.
Yeah, it was cool. It was like Mario, really. Mario set up that shot.
Oh, I feel like we're in a Boys to Men music video.
I know. It feels like Christ plus one, you know? Yeah.
That's a beautiful shot.
Over a cemetery.
It was a really fun episode, too. We're dying laughing.
Right
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Where was this shot at?
It's in Long Beach.
It's a bunch of fools in the Mexican mafia come up to us. You guys gotta go.
There was like some
Are
farm.
You recording?
Like,
Recording right
like right over that hill, like where the cactuses are. We could see like all these like it's just like these weird tents and like farm thing.
Dude, that something like that is fun.
Yeah.
Like, it seems like you have a really good time, and then plus it's not all. I can only imagine the type of the time that goes into your production because not only you're looking for locations, right?
Well, this show we call it an antipod.
Okay.
We looked at the Joe Rogan show, and we were like, we want to do everything the opposite. We were like, no table, no studios, no headphones or microphones. You know what I mean? We were like, let's do the opposite of a podcast.
Nice.
And so that's kind of like what it is. It's like, you know, when you're like hanging out with your friend and you're just standing there talking about some weird stoner shit or something. You know what I mean? That's what kind of we were trying to capture.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Where was this place?
This one's also in Long Beach.
Is it an actual wide camera they use?
It's a 6D Mark II, a Canon 6D Mark II.
Because these are nice.
The lens is like a 24 millimeter.
Josh was actually very good. He's a good photographer and a good videographer, dude.
I'm not a good photographer.
I
do video. I do good. I like my video aesthetic.
I like it.
Yeah. But photography is difficult. I'm not.
Yeah.
Especially now, like Greg Bummer's on the scene, and his pictures are amazing. And I'm like, I don't like calling myself a photographer.
Okay, videographer. Okay, well, Josh's videography is awesome.
I just like making stuff. You know what I mean?
It seems like that because you can tell what your aesthetic is, right? Off of like if a video comes up on like social media or anything, you can automatically tell if that's you who shot it or not.
Interesting.
If that makes sense.
I appreciate that. I wish I could see it like that.
You don't see it like that?
No, to me it looks like gobbledygook, a mess. It looks like a nonsensical mess.
It's what do they call it? Motif.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, like your motif. Like
your motif, your style, your
style.
your aesthetic, your
I see it in some, like I try to do that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes I feel like it's not enough.
You got to give yourself more credit.
I do. I big up myself way too much, dude. Way too much. Just ask any of my friends.
Way too much.
Yeah.
But I get it. I think sometimes because like kind of what you were talking about earlier where you're like, oh, I'm not a master at anything. Because I don't feel like I'm good at one thing. Like there's nothing that I can be like, I am so good at this that no one else could be better. I'm not. I know how to do many things. Like I know how to do a lot of things, and I'm not scared to be like, all right, fuck it, let's do it. But I'm not great at it.
Right,
I'm just like.
And I feel like that's
passing.
the way it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Oh, I mean, like mastering somebody who's like really good at the thing they do and they master, like, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm always like, wow, that is amazing. There's a part of me that's like, I wish I could do that. But I do like doing so many different things and being able to like have that conversation in all these different fields. You know what I mean? That's
What's your sign? Just kidding.
I'm a Leo Virgo.
Okay.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Leo Virgo. Yeah.
So yeah, I guess I get what you say about the mastering thing because yeah, you're right. You're 100% right because I feel like if nobody, like who's a master at anything, honestly.
Well, I mean, when you see somebody like master a craft or something,
right,
and it's like beautiful. Like I watched a lot of videos on the internet of people like doing work, like making things, like making art or sculpting or something, and they're like so good at it, and it feels good to watch because of how good they are. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then I'm sure like this guy doesn't also know like Premiere Pro. You know, you want to talk about After Effects, bro?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. I think it's even in those things, like I know so many people who know like Photoshop and Premiere, but like can't have an After Effects conversation or vice versa. You know what I mean? And I'm like, I want us all to know everything so that we could all just, I don't know.
So
elevate.
do you think it's best or I don't know if best is the right question, but do you think that it's okay for a person to be a jack of all trades, I guess?
Yeah. And I think like most people are to an extent,
right?
You know what I mean? Like that's how you figure out how to master something. You like try a bunch of different stuff, and then if one thing sticks out to you, you stick with that. You know?
Yeah. How are you gonna know what you really like if you don't check out a whole bunch of things?
Yeah, because like even me, like I do a bunch of different things, quote unquote.
Right.
But really, I feel like it's the same thing in like all these different mediums.
Yeah.
You know, I'm expressing the same creativity. It was something like a long time ago, I used to make music and like I made like rap songs and stuff. And now writing comedy, writing jokes, like I feel like it's the same exact like muscle. Like, it's like writing bars. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even like rap songs, they're funny. Like
They
rap
are.
songs are funny. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? There's funny lyrics. So I feel like it's like the same thing. You know what I mean? They're different, obviously, but I don't know.
It's all wordplay.
hmm And I feel that same way when I'm like editing a video or like making a song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all wordplay. It's all rhythm too.
Mhm.
If you really think about it, it's there's some sort of rhythm and beat go into it. It might not be beats of like a snare drum and a bass drum, but it's actual like beats.
Yeah, they
and
literally call it
silence.
hitting beats.
Yeah,
right? You know,
exactly.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cadence. There's cadence and rhythm in it all. It's
Right.
lyrical. And, it's all performance art too,
Did you perform any of your rap music?
No, actually, I was like very against performing. I hated live entertainment in general.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
I was like, this is all marketing. This is all for money. It's not real. I was like a studio rat. I loved making stuff in the studio. Because to me, that's like the difference of like a painting where you're like perfecting your like the thing that you're making. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're good. These things are like brand new, so I don't even know where to put my hands.
Okay,
so
okay.
don't even worry about it.
Yeah. I move my hands a whole bunch, and I'll just like give myself a little room. Yeah, to me, it's like the difference of like making a painting and like perfecting your like brush strokes and all that versus like, I mean, I don't know. What's a better example? When you're in the studio and you're making a song, everything's like locked in, and
Yeah.
this is going to be the thing that's played over and over and over. But when you're like playing a live performance and you like hit a sour note, like nobody gives a shit. No one's in the audience listening to a band and being like, are they flat a little bit? I think he was just flat on that last note. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And then I think most people too, when they're accustomed to a live album and they hear a live version of a song, it's different.
I went to school for sound engineering,
Mhm.
and there I learned that a lot of live albums are faked,
Really?
and that they like do a lot of doctoring and a lot of sound production to make
Ew.
it live. Maybe not faked, but enhanced.
Mhm.
We'll call it enhanced. You know
Okay,
what I
there
mean?
you go. Like
Probably a
enhance
better word.
like crowd sounds
All
or
kind of stuff like that.
Yeah? crowd sounds. Even if somebody hits a like a sour note, they'll fix
Fixing
it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh no. If I came, let's just say, if I came out with a rap album, I probably wouldn't perform it live. I'd probably just keep it like a studio, and that's it. Studio, but I wouldn't. Even if I did, I probably would go by an alias. It wouldn't be by GILL. It'd probably be like an alias type of thing.
Lig.
Just GILL backwards.
Yeah.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. But it's very interesting that just the whole hip hop thing has. I like me and Ricky were here. We were doing some work last night, and for a moment, like we were Hustle and Flow came up, and we started playing the song in the big room, and that I don't know. There was a scene in that movie with one of the actors, a little skinny white guy. I forgot his name, but he was like, "Dude, we should like start like writing songs and performing songs." Because on Ricky's podcast, he has like a cumbia beat that me and him kind of like remixed and put like our voices over, and did all that kind of mixing. And then Jerry was right here, and he was listening to it. He was like, dude, why don't you guys like rap to it or put lay down some bars? And we're like, oh, we never really thought about that. So we were trying to do it last night before he left, but it just didn't happen. And I ended up like looking up different hip hop beats last night, and I was like, I don't know, like
You started spitting.
a little bit. A little bit, just like you. I first got into like music recording, like back in the day. This is like when Pro Audio Tools barely came out. Not barely came out, but like when I want to say like circa 2000, like 12, like back in the day. And I've always wanted to do music. I was a terrible guitar player. I was a terrible singer. But I've always like messing with audio stuff for some reason. I don't know. I don't know what about audio that I like messing around with. I just do.
Same. I have like 4 guitars and I can't play a lick. Terrible singer, but making music's so fun.
Yeah, and it's fun. Like
So
there's
much
what is that like phenomena when you're doing something and you lose track of time? Like psychologists
flow
say it's
state.
something like that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Psychologists say like it's really good for the human brain.
Yeah. Creating. I think making anything.
Exactly.
Creating is fun.
Yeah. So 4 hours later, last night, I was mixing some stuff and I was like, I can't. I remember how like fun this was.
Yeah.
It was just so fun recording something.
I've been on that wave. I'm trying to be 16-year-old me's version of me. You know what I mean? I've been trying to do that, dude. Like, I don't know. Like, I went in, when I was younger, like, my parents couldn't get me, like, these expensive ass rollerblades. So I went and bought some now that I have some money. You know what I mean? And bought some crazy rollerblades. They're all, like, set up to, like, grind rails and shit. I'm like, I can't do any of that shit. I don't even jump. On these damn things. But they got light up wheels, dude, and they got gold frames on them, dude. They're fire.
Hell yeah, dude.
They're super cool.
So they were saying that our generation, I'm gonna assume we're all around the same.
I'm 34 years old.
Okay, so you're exactly my age.
All right, yeah, hell yeah.
And Gil's age. We're all the same age right now.
Nice.
But they were saying that our generation, for whatever reason, I'm sure that's studied. I just didn't see it on that article, but they were saying that we're the generation that are really tapping into our younger selves. So a lot of us, and they were saying that it might be of a lot of trauma, like traumatic events that happened within like as a whole, that might have us like that, like kind of like the 9/11, the recessions, like all these things that happened in sequence when we were
It's like,
younger.
I get it. It's like being like, oh, my childhood was taken from me because my innocence was spoiled because I was exposed to
Yeah, like
horrors.
something like that. But it says that now, like the majority of us, like millennials, it's as adults where everybody's still feels like a kid. Like we're still trying to validate and try to like do like you said, like you're trying to do things that your 16-year-old self wanted or would be proud of. And they're saying, and it's not necessarily a bad thing. They're saying that a lot of other generations aren't tapped into that, so that it also gives you this other perspective of like life's good. Like we're actually enjoying life versus like trying to kill ourselves to have a home, have everything. Like it's just like, so it's all intertwined, like trauma and trying to like, live what you wanted to live when you were younger.
Hell yeah, I like that perspective a lot. It's better than being called a man boy.
You're like, no, I'm honoring my.
I'm just youthful. I'm sprightly. I'm so sprightly.
But it's true. I mean, because a lot of us now, like they were also saying that like a lot of us millennials, we know and we kind of have it in our brain that we might not own homes. Right?
Yeah.
Or
I'm still trying to own a home. That's my literally that's like the thing that drives me. That's my goal in life is to like buy my mom a home.
Yeah. I have never had that out of my mind, but I think the closer and the way things go, it's kind of one of those things where you're like, all right, like if it happens, it happens, and if it doesn't, then it doesn't. So they were just saying like these are sometimes too like the whole like Labubu craze or like the the trinkets, like girls that I say we because I bought it just for the thrill of it, but that's a whole other beast on my end.
Okay. Are you guys
addicted.
Labubu people?
No.
Okay.
No.
Thank God.
No.
Amber's a Labubu purchaser.
But yeah.
Wait, you like flipping? You flip them?
She's not a Labubu person per se. She likes the thrill of
I like gambling.
The purchase.
I don't really like gambling like in a casino, but I like the thrill of knowing that I can get it while everybody's like fighting each other for it.
That is interesting. That is interesting.
And I did, and I really did. I was able to, and on the website, not from a reseller.
Wait, so you're like, I want this just so someone else can't have it?
No,
type
not
thing?
because someone else can't
No.
have it, but I
That's-
wanted it
that's
as
cool.
to like no.
That would be cool.
She likes the chase.
I like the chase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
Of
when
like getting something that other people want, that other people that are trying to get.
because
also.
everybody was like,
I
it's
mean, I
so
get that.
hard,
I
it's
get
so
that.
hard,
Yeah,
it's so
yeah.
hard, and then
you're
I was
not
like,
for me.
yeah, and then I was like, let's
Which
go see
what-
how hard it
What
is.
really happened, it wasn't hard
Yeah.
for you at all.
Yeah, when I first got into like that, I knew about because they've been around for a while.
Right.
It was like I don't know, some other one. It's called like macaron or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then my cousin was like, oh, we've been trying for 5 months already to try to get one. And I was like, oh. And I was like, well, how do you go? How do you do it? And she just kind of like briefly explained to me. And then I went on, and literally the day that I went on, I was like, oh, I got one. And she was like, you fucking bitch.
That's
And
so
I was
funny.
like, oh, was I not supposed to? And she's like, I've been literally 5 months. She's like, every day for 5 months, her and her kids have been on the website, like trying to get them.
Need faster internet.
And I was like, oh. And then
That could be a factor too.
and then like 2 weeks later, they came out with the new one, which was the big into energy one. And it was like the
what?
website crashed and all this shit.
I don't know anything about them at all.
It's because there's like 3 series that they came out with, and they're
Okay.
all like different. But when that one came out, it was like the biggest drop. The guy became like the youngest billionaire right now in China because of
That's crazy.
the Labubus.
My algorithm is like insane. So like the only time Labubu stuff ever comes up, it's like comparing it to some like ancient deity.
Like a
It's
demon.
like a demon
Everybody's
thing, you know, and it has like a similar sound and name, and it looks just like it.
yeah.
That guy is wild.
Wow, I got it, and then I sold it off to someone.
Wait, you
Nice.
sold it?
Yeah, it's not
The one that I was taking a picture of?
Mhm.
When did you sell it?
Oh, the pink one? No, the pink one's
okay,
in the closet.
We got to bring it.
No.
Bring it in the studio.
So that
Put it
was
right
it.
here.
That was my.
Yeah, I don't. Stuff. All the stuff I have, everything I own is like electrical equipment and like production stuff.
That's
When I
that's
buy anything,
skill.
I'm like, I can get a microphone. Like
Yeah.
when I have some extra money. So like all of my like things fit into like one box. Like anything that's like not production, like all my trinkets.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I just have like little religious symbols, statues.
See, you
and
guys
stuff.
have trinkets too. They're too heavy to hang from
Yeah.
somewhere.
I have a little Jesus, and I have like a oh god, Krishna. I don't know what it is. Some other god. I'm not really a spiritual dude.
Uh-huh.
You know, I just think religion's aesthetic sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
It's
Except
really
for all
nice.
the horribleness.
Yeah. Like I have Buddhas.
Buddhas
Like,
are cool.
Yeah, I have the not the laughing Buddha. I have the Siddhartha Buddha.
I don't know what that is.
The one that's like sitting skinny one.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, Siddhartha Buddha. The I guess the Indian.
Oh, okay. I
Indian
know what you
version
mean.
of him.
I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, the Ozempic one.
Yeah. The Indian version of him.
What do you think were trinkets in the 90s, 2000s that kind of equate to like the Labubu trend now?
Furby for sure.
Okay, yeah,
Furbies.
Furby's like that. I
Yeah.
can see Furby being like a gargoyle-esque demon also.
Or like the Tamagotchis. Remember those?
Was Tamagotchi? Pull up that. I don't
that's
know
like
what that
the
is.
little game, right?
Yeah, it was like
Oh,
you had to
You'd,
keep
like,
it alive.
It was that little thing that the girl had, right?
Yeah, the one the little girl had.
Yeah.
I was like,
We're-
you know how to use it? She's like, no.
Yeah, we're at a family party and
A friend's party.
a friend's party and
Yeah, it became like an accessory now. Like
Yeah,
people
I
just wear
seen
them and
people-
Right now?
have them
Well,
on,
that's how
like,
the
in
little
last
girl
few
had
years.
it. She
Yeah.
had it on her shoes.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, is that a Tamagotchi? And she's like, yeah. Like, she's like 6. And I was all excited. I'm all 34. And
Yeah.
I was like, ah. And I asked her, I was like, you know how to use it? She's like, no. She's like, I just tie it on my shoe. I was like,
Yeah, I seen people wear them in like bracelets and in like necklaces and stuff.
the audacity on her shoe. Look at that.
What about, like,
Tamagotchi
the-
original Tama Picnic digital pet.
$22 still? My God.
what are they called? The homies, remember?
Oh, okay. I
Honestly.
collected those.
I was going to say, did you collect those?
My family was very conservative.
Those were
and
cool.
very anti gang culture.
Really?
So they would not let me collect those, and they wouldn't. Dude, they were very strict. Like,
Did you grow up
I
in
wasn't
a-
allowed to wear white t-shirts and khaki pants.
Oh, let me tell you what I couldn't wear. Let's get into.
Wait, was it because of religion?
It was because they didn't want me to look like a gang member.
But was religion?
Yeah. My
an
grandparents
aspect?
were pastors,
Mm,
and
okay.
they were from like a very, I always forget what it's called. It's such a weird word. I don't know. They were like evangelical something.
Oh, the Adventist.
no,
Seven-day
not
Adventist?
Seven-day
No.
Adventist. No, Pentecostal.
Pentecostal Christian?
something like that. Yeah.
Okay, so it was
Fire brimstone. Everything.
fundamental Christians.
It
It was along the line of
It was like that.
fundamental
Yeah,
Christians.
yeah.
Oh,
Like they're very religious. You know, exorcism type stuff.
Oh,
really?
Like they believe in demons and angels and stuff like that.
got
Right.
it. So no labubus.
No
for them.
labubus.
Okay, got it.
What about Harry Potter?
No way.
Yeah,
Lord of the Rings.
no Lord of the Rings,
Yeah.
Harry Potter. What about Disney Channel?
Disney Channel was
Nickelodeon?
was okay.
Yeah?
Okay. Yeah. There was like weird stuff that they wouldn't let me watch though, like the Animaniacs. I wasn't allowed to watch that because it had undertones of adult themes
Oh, okay.
and stuff
So
like that.
Simpsons, all that was off the table.
Yeah, South Park. I didn't really watch that stuff till I was older.
Neither did I.
Yeah.
But what did your family bar from you?
So anything red, I couldn't wear like red Converse,
Well, yeah.
red Dickies.
I get
Not
that.
just because of the gang like affiliation of wearing red, just because they thought it was like homosexual.
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. I
Interesting.
remember it sucked because
But it
red was
also
my favorite
rooted
color.
from religion.
Yeah, it was religion. Like my family was very religious.
Well, yeah. Anti-homosexuality. I mean, yeah. Homophobia is from religion.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So my grandma, grandpa were both they're both pastors, had their own churches. An uncle of mine had his own church a few years ago. Aunt of mine, she's still heavily involved in the church, along with my other cousins and stuff. So I still have like a fairly amount of family members that are still very integrated into
Same, man. Same.
Christianity.
I have some crazy family who does crazy things where I'm like, what? Like, I mean, this is very serious, I guess. There was a shooting at a gay club in Florida one time a while back.
Yeah. a couple
And I
years
was
ago.
watching it with a family member of mine, and they were like, there was a person that they interviewed, and they were like saying like, just giving their like recanting what happened, and they were like, we hid and we just prayed, and and it was a gay person. They were like clearly they were flamboyant. Is that I don't know, that's not offensive, right? And my relative was like, oh my God, there are people just like us. And like cried
Whoa.
and like had a revelation of like, man,
Gay
they're
people
just-
pray too.
yeah. And I was like, whoa, this is crazy. But I mean, dude, they're just, not exposed to any of that and like just don't care to know, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They think it's bad.
Yeah. What is also strange is that if they are still exposed to that on a daily basis with family, but still have like that decision to still, I guess, not believe, but I guess to still push that ideology of who people are and what people should be
Yeah.
at the end of the day.
Yeah.
That's the tough part.
We don't have anyone we have a really small family. I used to think I had a big family, and then I went to one of my friend's Mexican family parties.
Mhm.
I was wrong. I did not have a big family. There was like 150 people.
Yeah.
They were all related. I have like 10 family members. You know what I mean? I have like 10.
Yeah, and that was just like one. That wasn't even the whole family. It was just like one.
Yeah, that was just who went to the party. But yeah, so my family, none of my cousins or anyone has come out. You know what I mean? There's like a distant cousin that has, but like they separate themselves from the family usually.
Do you find yourself in like conversations with like about religion and stuff with your family?
It's kind of difficult. I have a lot of family members who believe different things.
Oh, okay.
So like it became like it was like a rule when I was young and before I was born that like you just don't talk about those things.
Yeah.
Because everyone thinks different things. Some of my family's like non-religious.
Oh, okay.
Some of my family are like strict Christian, like the Christians I was telling you about. I have Mormon uncle and aunt, and like my grandma's Catholic, and so like trying to have a conversation about that. I know now I have cousins who have converted to Judaism.
Oh, really?
You know, yeah. So like everyone has different opinions on everything. So having that kind of conversation is just weird.
So, okay, so it's pretty mixed. It's not just like one denomination or one religion for your whole
in
family.
my family, like my mom and her parents and them all the way back, it is.
Okay.
But on my dad's side, everyone, it's
Oh,
chaos
okay.
over there. It's chaos.
Gotcha.
We're a pretty distant family though. Like we don't really get together on Christmas or anything like that. You know, don't do anything
Right.
stuff like that.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
It's kinda
like
weird.
that, like just one religion for the whole family. Like on the side of my family, that's all one religion. They still go to church every Sunday. They still do Bible study on, at least once a week.
But
And-
even on your dad's side, they're Christian too, right? Or
Yeah.
are they Catholic?
Well, they're Christian. They're split. They used to, when my grandma was alive on my father's side, they were Catholic, but I think after she passed away, and there was more influence in that side of the family with Christianity, then I guess they kind of converted.
I think that's kind of what happened in my family too. Like my grandfather passed away in 1995, and like everybody was Catholic, and then my dad, they went to Christian school for some. They sent them. I honestly don't know the lore. I'm not even gonna get into it. It was just it's a mess of religions and thoughts over there. You know what I mean? So growing up, I was exposed to like a bunch of different religions, and I was like, you guys sound crazy. All of you guys sound crazy. So I got out of it completely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I really like followed it, I think up until like 12 years old, which is crazy to think to follow religion up until like from, well, I don't even remember being, like 6 years old, maybe. I remember being 6 years old, listening to the pastor, Bible. I remember being 11 years old, thinking that I could speak in tongues.
Right.
And I would speak in tongues, and they would say, "Oh my God, this and that," and
You're in the spirit.
yeah, I'm in the spirit. I'm the chosen one.
Whoa.
Something like that.
They
Dude.
start saying stuff like that, then you might be able to get some money.
Yeah. Wait, hold on.
If someone calls you the chosen one, then you ride that out to the end. Man.
Exactly. But I think up until like 12 years old, I was like, you know what? I don't know about all this.
And if a 12-year-old can be like, I don't know about this.
Yeah. There was a few things in traumatic things in my life that I found. I was like, okay, if God is real, then why is he letting stuff like,
Willing. He's
Things
not letting
happen.
things happen. He's willing things to happen.
Exactly.
It's his will for all that stuff to happen.
which is kind of crazy. Why would you will to have stuff like this happen?
It's a test, dude. He wants to test everyone
Yeah.
for some reason. They want to test.
And then
That's so odd to me.
And then listening to George Carlin's like bit about religion after that, I was like, this man
Yeah.
is a genius. He put it all in perspective for me at 13 years old.
Yeah. It's tricky, dude. The Bible says not to be confused by logic.
Yeah. What about, and then too, like Bill Hicks has a bit
love Alex.
about religion too. Well, why about the dinosaur bones, right, or something?
Oh,
He's like, well, God put him here to test us. He was like, well, God put you here to test me, pal, or something like that. But
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
I grew up no religion at all, like zero. There was no talk about religion.
Wow.
We didn't go to church. There's no crosses. There's nothing.
Cool.
And that's on both sides, which I find kind of odd too, like on
Yeah,
my mom's side
rare.
and on my dad. And when I got with him and he started like telling me about like Christianity and like things like that, and I was like, whoa.
Spreading the gospel.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's all trying to
right. Good
convert
man.
me. No.
thank you.
But to me, I'm
As
just
I
like,
do.
it's crazy. And I think that a lot of times, like, and I get it, I guess I guess I don't get it. Part of me doesn't get it. Part of me gets it. But I think part of me gets it too right now that I'm older and that there's days that you feel like, oh man, I gotta live 30 more years through this, or shit like that.
Right.
And then it's like I think religion it could be really nice to where like somebody finds solace in it, or even like they can't think. I don't want to say they can't think for themselves, but it's just something that's in front of you, and it's like, here, don't think, just do it. Right. But then then you get to the part where it's like overtaking families and your thoughts, and it's like crazy to me, and I'm just like, geez.
Yeah. I don't know. I was raised in it, so it's kind of hard for me to be like, we don't need it.
Yeah.
Because like my morals are all come from religion. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I do think. Oh man, I lost track of what I was about to say. What did you just touched on something right now that
I said that people seek religion like when they need something.
Yes, that, and I totally understand that. I used to be really, I was like aggressively against religion when I was younger, filled with the fire of nothing. I've heard someone say that before. I don't know, and I was like, yeah, I get that. But I was like trying to take it from people. You know what I mean? I was trying to like, when someone told me they were religious, I would be like, oh, you said what? I was like, oh, dude, you told the wrong person. I was like, why? Why do you, I'd be like that. When I lived in Seattle for a couple of years, and these Mormon kids came to me, they like go knocking door to door. They came to my door, and I was like, come on in, kids. And we talked for 3 hours. And I was just like, what are you guys doing? Why are you doing this?
Yeah.
Like, you're so young, and you're out here.
You're like, I could let you borrow some other t-shirts.
I was like, this is crazy. They're making you ride your bikes, and like the idea of like being like, I'm on a mission for the Lord is weird to me. I don't know. It's weird to me. But so I would always try and take it from people. And then I had a conversation with a good friend of mine named Noah James. I'll name drop Noah James. He's an IE rapper. He was like telling me that some people need that, and like that it's not just like. It's like a light for some people, or like a hand to help them get out of situations. You know what I mean? And I never thought about it like that. I always looked at it like a selfish thing. Religion seems selfish to me, where you're like, I got to do all this stuff so that I go to the good place. You know? So once you told me that, and I like had like a little perspective shift, some mushrooms, dude, and I was like, oh man, everything's the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
And after that, I stopped arguing against religion.
But it makes a lot of sense because, and maybe I was able to see that because I've never been in it. That to me, I would tell my mom, like, I think like religion, like people that like go to church or they sing and they some of them look happy. Like some of them, a lot of like the older ladies, they look happy like that. Like they need that. Time. But where for me that it was very sour was that I'll never forget this. I was in college. I think it was like my second year, and I was doing my homework out in the courtyard, and then this girl comes up to me and she's like, hi. And she had like a long skirt and her Bible, and I was already like, oh, God damn it. And she's like, can I sit here with you? No, because I already knew where it was going.
It's funny to take the Lord's name in vain, though.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Well, I don't care. I don't believe in it.
Like a religious person comes and you're like, God damn
it. God damn you. So she came and she sat down and she was like, oh, hi, can I sit here? And I was like, sure. And then she's like, oh, asking me just like questions like, oh, are you going to class? Did you just come from class? Things like that. And then in my head, I was like, all right, just come on, like, come on.
Come out with it.
Come out. I know what you want to do. And she's like, oh, I just want to invite you to our Bible study. And I always say like, oh, okay, thank you. Like, I'll never be like, oh, no, thank you.
Right.
I'm always like, okay, thank you. Because I know the effort and, like, you have to be confident in order to go up to someone. And I was like, all right, thanks. And then she's like, can I ask what religion you're in? And I was like, oh, man, like, just give me your fucking flyer and go. And then I was like, I'm actually in no religion. And she was like she just like, and I was like, here we go. And she's like, are you serious? And I was like, yeah, I'm serious. And she's like ever? And I was like ever. And then she was like, are you baptized? And I was like, oh, well, yeah, I was baptized. And she's like, oh, thank God. And I was like,
Really?
oh man,
that's
like,
crazy.
you know, and then she was just like, you know, we need Jesus Christ. And, you know, where are you going to go when you die? And I was like, the part of me, my cynic part was like, I'm going to fucking just go nowhere. Like, I wanted to tell her, like, I'm just going to go into, but I didn't. And the thing is that what I tell my mom is that I am respectful towards people, religion, and I have not been greeted, and it's happened multiple times by people of religion with like, oh, okay, like that's your, you know, your thing.
Mhm.
Okay, good for you. And, you know, wherever you go. And she like grilled me for like 40 minutes on how I was going to go to hell and I was going to burn. And I literally had to be like,
Whoa.
okay, thank you. I'm like, I
All
like
right.
gathered my
Nice.
stuff. And then she
Good.
still like kind of followed
Lunch is
me.
over now.
Yeah.
I gotta get to class.
And I was just like, you fucking
Oh
bitch.
man, that's so funny. I love going into those arguments. So if somebody's challenging me to this day, I'll be like, all right, I'll
Yeah.
have another sip. I'll take another sip of arguing against religion.
Yeah, I think I've had many conversations, especially having a conversation like a deep as a religious conversation with family. It's one thing because it's always been with family. Like I remember that there was a point in time where I was studying actually Buddhism,
Cool.
just
Yeah.
for
I've gone down the noble path.
exactly. That I think that's why I had all those statues
Yeah,
everywhere
yeah,
of Siddhartha, and it was a there's different, I guess, types of Buddhism.
Mhm,
I guess. I mean, I just follow the one with Richard Gere. That seriously, he's a Buddhist. I don't know if you know, but he's a Buddhist. He taught some YouTube, you know, Buddhism classes on YouTube, but. And my cousin, like, she would and I would sit right there, and because we all lived together, and she would ask me, do you really believe like this stuff? And I was just like,
Buddhism?
are you really asking me this? Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah, people act like Buddhism is some crazy religious belief, but it's really about chilling. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
most of the
It's
stuff.
actually really nice.
It is.
Most of the stuff I did was like Zen Buddhism. I was like,
Okay.
into Zen Buddhism. and
Gotcha.
all that, like mad chill stuff, you know?
Yeah.
And whatever the one is where he like had a wife and kids and he was like, I'm going to go sit in the woods.
You're like so relatable.
It really is, dude.
If
I
I,
got- I
had
gotta
to
go-
choose, if I
Yeah.
had to choose,
I gotta go
religion,
sit
it would be.
underneath an oak tree for 40 days.
Yeah. I'm meditating. I'm just trying to meditate.
Now the equivalent to that is you sitting in your car before getting to your house.
Basically, yeah. Before going to work,
Yeah.
just sitting in your car.
One time my dad's like a business guy, and he was like booking a room for a meeting, and he was like, the room has to be in Vegas. It's the only place I can relax. It's crazy.
Like, I need to be surrounded by slot machines.
Yeah.
Something that calms my nerves.
But honestly, out of everything, besides like all the crazy chaotic stuff with religion, I like religion. I like the not the lore, but I just I don't like the war. I don't like any of the negative stuff. But when it comes to like like history and how it affects culture and how it has all these different ties into different I guess different histories of the world. Like I've studied even just like the I guess the alternate history with psychedelics and how religion plays like a huge part in psychedelic history.
Mhm.
It's completely fascinating. Like I've actually started reading into religion a little bit more in like a history aspect when I found out like the history of like the mushroom and just the mushroom and Christianity in entirety. There's this book called The Sacred Mushroom and the Cross,
Okay.
and it's by John. I don't know if you could pull it up, Amber. It's called The Sacred Mushroom and the Cross, and it's written by this guy named John M. Allegro, and he was on the panel for I guess like this expedition to find the Dead Sea Scrolls,
Okay.
and I think he's like a. Oh, there it is. We got to pull up his bio because I can't. It's been a while since I talked about this book, but make a long story short, he's like a person that studies like language, and they found like a piece of the Dead Sea Scrolls that hasn't been like I guess. What do you call it when you read something? Oh, translated. There we go.
Right.
So,
well, I mean, those are like dead languages, right?
right. So he translated it, and after him reading it, he was like, "Holy crap! I think
He used
Chris."
Google Translate. He's like, took a picture.
Exactly. He's
Google
like the only
Translate
one
it.
with
Yeah.
with a smartphone back then. But no, he found out that he was like, "Holy crap! This like small piece of Dead Sea Scroll, like he read it and he was like, I think Christianity might be like really misrepresented as a whole religion entirety."
Right.
So he in the book, so there's these mushroom cults.
That's so funny to be like, I think the Christianity is misrepresented as a whole. That's what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny. It's like, yeah, no, like we're like all high for the first time. He's on mushrooms. He's on mushrooms. It's like, I think it's all really about mushrooms.
Which he
He makes a great argument.
in the book
So,
he does. He
I
really
gotta
does.
check it out. Reading's not my strong point.
Oh, get it on
audiobook.
audiobook.
Oh, okay.
Get an audiobook, or he has like a 3-hour not TED talk, but like a 3-hour like talk about the book.
Cool.
So what he is saying is that there was these mushroom cults before the Spanish came to take over like the Americas. So there was these mushroom cults, and to save their cult, they wrote I guess they wrote the Bible, and they coded the Bible for their cult to hide the religion inside. So
the original juggalos.
yeah,
Original dead.
So-
what are they called?
so most of their stories in the Bible that we read now are not like at face value. They're
right. They're like interpretations.
they're interpretations of the mushroom cults and
Well, I mean, the most circulated. I mean, I don't know if you guys want to get into this, but the
Let's
most
get into it.
circulated Bible is the King James version, right?
Right.
Is it New King James version?
Yep.
And that's that Bible got published by the Rothschilds. All right, is that you guys ready for that? They like own the publishing companies, and they like changed a whole bunch of stuff in the Bible. Like,
did they really?
yeah, they like had some influence from some outside sources, and
Whoa.
changed a whole bunch of stuff.
That's something that I've never understood is like these Bibles that people like
There's missing books. Like look up like the missing books of the Bible,
And
like
that's the
the Book of
confusion.
Enoch.
There's like a bunch of people who are like, that's nonsense. That's
and
not
then it's been
biblical.
translated in different like languages. How do I know
Over
that in
years
like
and thousands of years.
Portuguese they're not saying something else,
Right.
and then
Yeah.
it's like
And if it's made by God, like, how's it going to actually change, right? Like, wouldn't God keep it from?
Yeah.
Wouldn't He will it to not be changed?
Yeah.
Or else, how would we know that it's like if it's not perverted?
yeah,
you know what I mean?
and in a storytelling sense,
Book of
it's
Enoch.
pretty cool. Like to hear some of the stories, like if you're just in a storybook scene, but to fucking follow them in your everyday life, it's like where it's not even relevant. Like it's
Well, there's a lot of crazy stuff in the religious text.
I don't understand how that. Okay, so the Book of Enoch. I'm gonna go back there because
Who's there?
the Book of Enoch is it's supposed to be part of the like original Bible book, because the Bible as a whole, right, is a just a variations of like different books.
66 books.
Basically, they're chapters.
So it's like all those books into one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like Bible for dummies.
It's like a what do you call it? Like a Shakespeare's anthology.
Yeah.
It's like an anthology.
Like it's
Yeah.
oh my god.
Right. And
All the
some of
words
them are
tiny.
yeah, and then
Crazy amount of text. It's so long.
oh the Bible.
Yeah, they have like plans for you to read it, and it like takes you like a year. Have you ever read the Bible?
From cover to cover, no, not like
Just the
but
classics. Most people read the classics.
yeah,
Hit the Psalms, hit the Corinthians.
Deuteronomy. My personal favorite is Genesis.
Oh, nice.
I like Genesis.
I like the.
John.
I like all the names.
Yeah.
When I tried
Timothy?
listening to the Bible on audiobook, and it was like I was like walking. I was like exercising.
Who's reading it to you?
I don't know. It was just a person in my brain. It was just like a voice. It might have even been like a digital voice.
Oh, okay.
But it was it was like, and Adam who begotten to, or like,
Oh, it was
son.
like-
it was like literally listing the names of the generations, and I was like walking, and it was like 30 minutes of like name after name of like, who was the son to, I don't know, Jonah, I don't know, Bible names, you know.
Imagine a Mexican name back in the Bible, dude. That'd
Oh,
take like
God,
2
add
hours,
an
dude.
extra, yeah.
Rodriguez, Anguiano, Lopez.
That's just one person.
Hernandez. Yeah, exactly. So it's so crazy because they didn't want, meaning like the people, whoever is controlling these books into the Bible, which now we know are Rothschild, which is crazy.
That is a thing. You know, they own the publishing company, so I mean, they're the ones printing the books.
That is wild.
So
they didn't want like something like giants in the book of Enoch, because there's like giants and dragons and
right.
all these
I've
different
been starting to hear a
other
lot
stuff.
of like lore about like suppression of dragons and like old world things.
Yeah. Most of it I think there's a few. Can you look up books that didn't make it into the final cut of the Bible? That's crazy. Just as a sentence.
Yeah.
What didn't make the final version of the Bible?
Yeah, it's so funny to think about a group of people being like, this one just doesn't cut it,
No.
Sorry, dude.
Enoch, I mean, come on.
He's like, I'm telling you, there's dragons. They're like, we're not putting your dragon book in the Bible, Enoch. Get out of here.
There's got to be more like lost scriptures. Oh, secret books of the Bible. There we go.
I like the scroll. That's so funny.
Where?
There they are.
Right there. 10 rejected books. There's more. There's a top 10.
Oh, this one, the video.
Yeah.
Nice.
Let's see. It's the History Channel, so it's got to be
Every
true.
great work leaves some pages on the cutting room floor.
True.
These books just didn't make the cut for the good book. We're counting down the 10 rejected books of the
Rejected.
Bible.
They're all stamped like that too.
Yeah.
Raising a baby is hard. Raising baby Jesus would have been a whole other story, specifically the infancy gospel. The New Testament, as we know it today,
that, like-
only features one story about Jesus as
Super
a child.
edited,
Yeah.
cool.
It shows him at the age of 12 in the Gospel of Luke. The infancy Gospel of Thomas worked to fill in Jesus' coming-of-age gaps with a loose collection of stories about his childhood and adolescent years. The book dates back to the 2nd or 3rd century and was originally written in Greek. Unfortunately, it was wrongly attributed to the disciple Thomas and has never been considered
Thomas?
as official scripture.
Tommy.
Today, scholars are beginning to accept this text, not as a book of scripture, but as a historical source that provides a glimpse into how early Christians may have pondered what it might have been like to raise the Son of God.
Could you imagine how bratty
Ever
Jesus
wondered
must
what
have
Adam
been?
and Eve
Oh, yeah.
got up to after they
Just like this
hightailed
little
it out of the
12-year-old
Garden of
kid
Eden?
being like,
The
I'm the
book
son
of
of
Adam
God,
and
you
Eve
know.
has all the
You know I'm the son of
unofficial
God.
records.
Oh my God, dude. 12-years-olds are the worst.
My dad can fire your dad. Basically, that kind of energy.
He will lake of fire your dad.
The Cave of Treasures. The story follows the couple's trials and temptations as Satan appears to them after they get booted from the Garden of Eden, as well as the births and early
How long is
childhood
this
of
thing?
Cain
Wait,
and
hold on.
Abel
They had
and
twin
their
sisters?
The book is considered the equivalent
Who
of
had twin
historic
sisters?
biblical
Cain and
fan
Abel.
fiction, known as
So Cain and Abel were the-
pseudepigraphia, which carries
the
a bit
offspring of-
stigma. While
two
it is
brothers that
not included in the
fit.
Holy Bible, parts of the text can also
What were
be
the-
found in the Jewish
what were the
Talmud
girls'
and the
names?
Islamic Quran.
Does it show? Oh, it
No, it
doesn't
didn't
say.
say.
There we go. Here it is.
Another historic biblical fanfic, you know, the pseudepigraphia, is the Book of Enoch, written 1 to 2 centuries before the birth of Christ. This book boasts a whopping 108 chapters spread across 5 sections and covers juicy new materials such as the origins of demons and angel-human hybrids called Nephilim. Trilogy alert, there are 2 other books in the Enoch series, Secrets of Enoch, aka the second book of Enoch, and the third book of Enoch, aka the third book of Enoch.
Okay.
As far as scholars are
Literally
concerned,
Enoch 2 and
absolutely
Enoch
no
3.
one believes
Yeah.
the
Return
book of
of the
Enoch was
Dragon
written
Demon.
by the same Enoch we know from the book of Genesis as Noah's grandfather. The unfortunate truth is the book of Enoch was never referred to as scripture by Jesus or any of the writers of the New Testament.
He's like, nah.
Book of Enoch?
It was
Never heard of her.
what's his name's uncle?
Yeah.
It's Adam's uncle.
Considered lost
Like, oh,
until a
God.
German librarian.
Uncle is dragons again, dude.
I am
Everyone's got
so
that uncle.
lost.
Everyone has that uncle that's all into dragons and lost text.
I'm trying to think of mine.
What are you lost about? So people wrote
It's just a lot of information.
all these which I like because there's a lot of information that
Imagine how cool religion would be if they were like dragons existed.
I'd believe it then.
There's
Dude.
some religions that do
Centaurs.
believe in
Yeah.
stuff like that. I don't know about centaurs.
I know, but you know where I'm going.
Demon beasts. If there was like a bunch of
Oh.
mythological demon beasts roaming the
Yeah.
That's why it's hard for me
get
to
past
think.
that ice wall, dude, and you'll find them.
I never
That's where they
think.
keep 'em.
Oh, like Game of Thrones. I never think that like Jesus was not a person, or these people that they talk about in the Bible weren't real people.
Okay.
Right? I think like they were real people at some point. This is my hot take on religion. I think they were people at some point, and they were just stories that are, used for entertainment purposes. And then somebody fucking found them, and they were like, "Oh my God, Jesus!"
Yeah, I think like religious and non-religious, like historians, both agree that Jesus, a person, that guy,
Right.
existed at some point in time.
Yeah.
Whether or not he was actually divine, I think, is where the disagreement is. I mean, they killed a guy over it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy about this stuff, though. Like, this is just one religion, too.
Yeah.
There's like a bunch of other weird religious texts and like mysterious stuff. Like, do you know about that one thing that supposedly is like written all in one night by some crazy monk dude, or it's like the devil's text or something? It's like this really
Oh.
insane, untranscribable book of text.
Right, and they're still trying to translate
Yeah,
it,
they
but
have-
they're
they
unable
have- yeah,
to.
they don't
And then
know
at
it.
the end of the book, that he did like this crazy descriptive drawing of the devil.
Yeah, and it looks all crazy. It looks all
Yeah,
insane.
it's wild. Do you remember what it's called?
I don't remember what it's called. Like, I could probably.
Hold on, I seen something yesterday. Was it this guy?
Oh,
I think
Whoa.
he was the longest meditating
Oh,
monk,
crazy.
like the person that was meditating the longest. And then, where's the picture I seen? And he died, and then they have him in like a all glass place.
was that him at the top?
I don't think so, but the video I seen, they had like cholo lokes on him. They swear they had like dark glasses. Yeah. Oh yeah, this one. Like
Yeah. It's like a practice. Like they
But-
like meditate to themselves to death,
Whoa.
and they like achieve bliss through their. I don't know.
I just thought the glasses were funny.
Dang Piacilla, the mummified monk.
Me after a night at Chatterbox. Me the next morning,
You're all dehydrated, all crudo.
waking up in my car.
That's what he looks like. He's all. Imagine he's like, "Hey guys,
Yeah.
I'm good. Just a little dehydrated."
Just add water.
Yeah. It was
I'm fine.
$4 shots till 9. The book is called the Codex Gigas. I don't know. It's Gigas, but Codex Gigas.
Codex with the like code.
Codex
Codex.
Gigas. Yep.
Oh,
And then
excuse me.
Gi. Yep, that's it right there.
Over here. Oh, excuse me.
Dang,
The Devil's Bible.
that picture's crazy.
Yeah, the picture's crazy.
Amber, that's me when I'm waiting for you to get ready.
The man.
Yeah. Waiting for your girlfriend.
Oh,
before we get out.
that's cool.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah, it's insane.
And he like wrote this whole codex, right?
Yeah,
like
it's
in
a
one night.
gigantic. Well, they say the ink that's on it is like all from the same time. Like one, it doesn't. It's like one day, or something
Says
like
Codex Gigas, the world's largest existing medieval manuscript, weighing 75 kilograms or 165 pounds, was created in the early 13th century in a, I can't see, Benedictine monastery.
Yeah.
In Bohemia, in the modern Czech Republic, in 1648 during the 30 Years' War.
A Benedictine monastery in Bohemia. That
There you
sounds
go.
cool. Benedictine
The Devil's
monastery.
Bible.
Yeah, dude. How intense is that?
Can you go up? I want to see the picture again. That thing is freaking wild.
That's cool.
That is crazy,
Yeah, it's a
dude.
crazy
Imagine.
picture. Imagine
that.
just like being on whatever acid trip he was on.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm about to. I got it. I got it.
So are there a lot of differences between Catholicism and Christianity?
I think that Christianity. I think the main difference is like the saint worship,
Yeah.
right? That's like a big difference. I don't think there's a
Because
difference
they don't
in
believe
the
like
text.
in Mary, right?
Well, the Mary's a person in both religions. I think it's just the perspective of if Jesus resurrected or not. I think can't remember really if Catholicism I don't think they believe in the Trinity, and the
Really?
Trinity in Christianity is, I think, don't quote me. Maybe we can look this up, but I guess I don't think they believe in the resurrection as I think they just die. I think they just believe that he just died and like that was it.
Which time?
What do you mean?
Like he died and they like put him in the stone place.
They put him in the stone place and
that was it.
And that was it.
Ah,
Because when you go into like a Catholic church, he's always on the cross.
right. Oh yeah, you're right.
And he's perceived when you see him that way, he's
Right.
perceived just on the cross. He's dead. That's
Yeah.
it.
Which was another thing for me. Like, why is that the symbol?
Right.
That's confusing. That's scary.
What
They're
Yeah.
like, our God died for us, and I'll wear his dead body and eat his flesh.
Yeah.
That shit trips me out.
And drink
It
his
trips
blood.
me out. Yeah.
And drink his blood.
And we're normal. And
And-
you're the weird one, really.
And eat his skin.
Yeah, dude.
It says Christianity is a broader term encompassing a variety of denominations, while Catholicism is one specific denomination within Christianity.
Ah.
In essence, all Catholics and Christians, but not all Christians are Catholic. Wait,
All Catholics are Christians.
but not all
not all
Christians
Christians
are
are
Catholic.
Catholic.
Oh.
Okay.
It
That's
says
cool.
the Catholic Church, often referred to as Roman Catholic Church, is the largest Christian denomination and traces its origins back to Jesus and his apostles.
You hear that, Catholics? You've been Christian this whole time.
Yeah.
Ha! You're all Christians. That's
You're
so funny.
Christian.
Yeah, and I think
cool.
there's a really good focus on, at least with Catholicism, there's a really deep focus with Mary and the different saints.
Right.
There's
right,
really
right.
not much talking with like Jesus per se. I feel like in Christianity, they tend to focus a lot on the teachings of Jesus and of course God. But
What's the main denomination of Christianity? Is there like the most popular denomination of Christianity
Born again? Just kidding. I don't know.
in America?
Let's see.
born again is not it's not a
I
denomination.
know. I'm just kidding. I just know way too many born again Christians.
Cholo Christianity,
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let me get a hair. off
Mexican
my-
American Christianity.
What is the largest?
Religion is very interesting to me. You know something? I'm not the biggest fan of like how religion operates and like all the stuff. They steal your money and like do all that stuff. They also have like some weird secret evil stuff that we all know about.
Mm-hmm.
But I love symbolism, and religion is filled with symbolism. So I really do like that. So I kind of sometimes get hypocritical because the like vehicle for information that the Bible is, and like the like lessons in it, and like the use of it for storytelling is like unlimited basically. And that's fun, you know?
Yeah.
It says Catholicism,
Oh.
right?
I mean,
That's
I guess that makes sense. What's number 2?
God, I can't.
Protestantism.
Yeah.
Protestants,
Yeah.
Protestants.
Protestants,
yeah.
and
Protestant.
then Eastern Orthodox.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh.
See, that's what like. Oh my god, my vein is like throbbing now because I'm angry. No, I'm just kidding. That's one of the things where I always think of, like, because a lot of like predominantly Latinos are religious, right?
Right,
Christian, Catholic.
Most people are
Yeah.
religious.
And I think, like, to myself, like, it's a religion that was brought and like forced upon us.
Mhm.
And I always think, like, I wonder what our life would have been, or what life would be if that wouldn't have happened, and we would have continued to use what, like, the Mayans or the Aztecs, you know, like these, like,
Right.
like their type of things that they taught themselves. And that's where I'm like,
Right. Yeah. No, that's what I was gonna say earlier. Like, religion mostly is violence. And you were
Yeah.
saying, like, you don't like the violence side. I was like, that's like 90% of it.
Right.
All that other extra stuff is kind of like us having fun.
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Well, most of it came from the Spanish, right? Because they did like most of the Spanish Inquisition was in the name of God.
Right. All that stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, Manifest Destiny. It was all in the name
Right.
of God.
Exactly.
Most bad things that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Like, even my aunt, my grandma, just to give some perspective, she was literally taken from a pueblo in Mexico and like pushed into, I think that's why most of the reason why my family became so indoctrinated in Christianity was from her, because they took her out of, or whatever, you know, city she was, town, and they put her in like a missionary, like a monastery,
Right.
basically.
Crazy.
So from there, they she had to learn English. She had
Right.
to forget like her native language and all that stuff.
Interesting.
And I'm pretty sure that's a lot of other people's
Yeah.
like grandmas and ancient,
Like,
you know,
I'm gonna say
ancestors.
all of them.
Yeah.
You know,
Right.
all kind of got
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened to my grandmas, but
I know. They got away.
they got away.
Yeah.
But my grandma, like my mom's mom, I remember when we had to move her out of her home when she was like got dementia. She had all these different types of like Bibles, like from different religions, and my mom said that she was always like never set on one religion, and she would like let like if Jehovah Witness went, she
Yeah,
let them
yeah.
in and she would talk to them, and then Christians, and then like she, I think, and for her time, because my grandma was born 1914.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that was when
Wow.
my great grandmother was born that same year.
Yeah.
She just passed away a couple weeks ago, dude. Shout out Granny, dude.
Oh.
But yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah. Well, this is my mom's mom, because she had my mom
Oh,
way
wow.
later in her.
Interesting.
She had my mom in like her 50s.
When did she pass?
Did you really?
Yeah.
Whoa. I
Yeah.
didn't
My,
know
my
that.
mom is one of the last ones. My grandma had 21 pregnancies, 19 births, and 15 actual children that survived.
I have so many little factoids about, like, because my grandma was born in 1914. She lived until 2025. Like, she
Dang, your
seems-
grandma,
Whoa.
She died 111.
111. Wow.
Wow.
A crazy run. She had a
That's
crazy
amazing.
run. Yeah.
Was she still like,
No, the last, like, after like 109, 108, it was pretty much over with.
she was?
Yeah, she like lost her vision and hearing, and
My grandma was 89 when she passed
Okay,
away,
okay.
but she was still good, like physically and everything. She got dementia.
were you little?
Was I little? No, I was already in my 20s.
Okay.
So she died, I think it's going to be 10 years. It'll be, no, then I'm lying. She was older. No, it's longer.
Right.
I think I was like 22, 23. So
Yeah.
then she must have been 90 something already.
Because I
at that
remember
time.
being like kind of young and then like going to see my grandma and they were like, you don't know how much time she has left. Go say hi to her. And she's
Right.
like all super old. And then lived my entire life.
Yeah.
You know?
My grandma lived maybe that's why too religion didn't play into her life, because she got like married off when she was 12. She had her
That's so
first
cool.
kid
Oh,
at
wow.
13.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then she had kids with her first husband,
Sorry,
and
just-
then they killed him in they were playing cards, and somebody got mad and they took out a gun and they shot him. And then her dad shot someone, and then they fled to Ensenada, and they lived in Ensenada under like a whole other alias. And then
God.
she had multiple baby daddies, and then she crossed over to the U.S. with my mom and my 2 aunts, and then she established here, and she worked at a bar for a lot of years. She said she was a bartender. I don't know. I'm gonna say that she was.
That was the story she gave
But
me.
she also was like a pool shark. Like
Crazy.
she used to play pool like really
That's awesome.
fucking good.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, she was really cool.
Yeah, that
She was
sounds
a cool
cool.
grandma.
My grandma, not so much. She was very religious. She lost her vision and she like would just leave her hands on the Bible.
Oh.
That's how
Really?
That's how hardcore she was.
Whoa.
Just touch pages in the Bible.
Really?
Yeah. She wouldn't give anything up though. Like her husband left her decades and decades ago, started a new family, but she was like, he'll be back one day, and just like kept the
Did she
ring,
wear
kept
black?
his picture. Oh no.
No,
I mean, she
okay.
did sometimes, but she was kind of fashionable
Yeah.
for her age. She like had a bunch of dresses and.
I have an aunt that her husband, which is my uncle, he left to come to the US, and he was like, I'll be back for you and the kids. And then he never went back, and he found another wife, and he had
Right.
kids, and she never remarried. She literally was 19 years old when it happened. And she
Oh.
never married again.
When you know, you know, you know.
I was like, hell no.
Yeah,
Not my grandma.
I couldn't do that anyway.
My grandma was hoeing it up.
Yeah, that's how my grandma was too. She was dedicated forever, locked in.
That is before she came to Ensenada, where was she? They were in
They're from Chihuahua.
Chihuahua.
Chihuahua, Mexico.
Cool.
That is insane. Like, and that was after like he shot somebody.
Yeah, that's terrifying.
Yeah. I heard they used to shoot each other a lot back then.
Yeah, that is wild, dude.
And it was easy. It was easy. You shot them and then
And then you
paid someone off and
Yeah.
buried them. And
Just fled. Just go
Let's
to
go.
Ensenada.
Mhm.
That's it.
whenever you wanted to go to Ensenada, you just shoot someone. And
you're just like,
Yeah.
it's like, you might as well get out of town.
That's why the whole controversy with my great grandfather's name, because he has his. So I have a cousin that his son's already older. When he had his first son, he was like all proud, and he came to the family, and he's like, "Oh, I named our son or my son after our grandfather," and then so everybody was like, "You do know that's." So he named him after the name that my grandfather took once he was hiding out.
Okay.
So his fugitive,
So his
Name.
alias.
Oh, cool.
yeah. So my
That's cool.
grandfather's name is Marcelino. Is
Uh-huh.
his real name. And then when he fled because he killed someone to Ensenada, he changed his name. Yeah.
How? I wonder how long he waited until, or any of your family members waited until they told the story to the rest of the family.
I think everybody knew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's crazy. Knowing that like your grandfather is like a fugitive.
And he's the one that used to do the tarot cards.
Oh my, it even gets
yeah,
crazier.
My family.
That's the cards they were playing?
What am
Yeah.
I
It
living
was
with?
like, your future ends now, buddy.
Do you believe in all that stuff? All that tarot card stuff? We're getting into
I'm so
some
sorry.
crazy stuff right now.
No, dude, I'm completely out of spirit. I don't think any of
Yeah?
it's true at all. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. There's no proof.
What about like the whole moon stuff and
What about the moon?
like
Astrology.
astrology?
No. I mean, it's funny. I was talking to Stevana Delgado, and I told her that I don't believe in religion. I don't believe in anything. And she was like, "Don't say that to girls." She's like, "Don't tell girls that." I was like, "Oh, all right." No, I think it's fun.
Yeah,
it's fun. You know what I mean? But like, my whole thing is like, where is all this text coming from? All this information.
Yeah.
There's so much information. Where is it coming? How are you getting? Where's the transfer from where the moon is to this text in my on my day of birth telling me that I'm going to have
your
you know what I
weekly
mean?
horoscope?
And when you ask the people who do it, they'll tell you it's intuitive.
Right.
So they have a feeling, and
Well,
that's what it is.
With that point, I mean, anything can seem intuitive if you really want to think about it.
Now, there is, I was against it. I've been against it for some time. And I was listening to two people. One time I was like at a friend's house smoking. And I heard two people arguing about it. And I was just listening to their points. And one person was arguing against it. And his argument against it made sense. Like it kind of validated it a little bit.
Oh.
And so I was like, I never thought about that. That actually, he was trying to be like, oh, so I'm supposed to believe that like, because the world has so much water in it and the moon controls the tides of the ocean and I'm made of 80% water, that the moon affects me and like where I am in my mother's womb at the time of my birth can like have an effect on me. And I was like, well,
hold on.
Like, hey, you're onto something.
I was like, hold on. Wait, well, you kind of spelled it out right there.
That's why I believe.
I never thought of it like in that way.
I told you. I said not in that way.
Well, the percentage of water.
No. But I don't believe in like your daily horoscope and shit like that, right? But
the moon has to have some type of effect on you.
We're humans. We derive from some kind of planet substances. Well, I don't know. I can't think of the words that I want to say. But we pretty much. I mean, depending on what you believe, right? If God made you, then you're God. But if you believe in like the earth made you or things like that,
that's
like
me. I'm a primordial soup guy.
Yeah, you know? Like so we are the earth. We are the sun. All that. Like how can this giant mass hovering over us not have some kind of effect?
Right. Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense that it would not. So that's why I think like when full moons happen,
and there's like there's data to show that like people are different in full moons.
Yeah, but there's also evidence of the moon being hollow too. So that has a significance to
What does that have to do with
that? I mean, if the moon is hollow, well, I guess so because it would have
large-bodied object.
Right. So it would still have some.
But the moon has some kind of gravitational pull, some kind of effect on us.
Right.
I mean, it's like the moon comes out when it's dark, and certain things happen when it's dark.
Hold on.
Well, the moon's always out.
Right.
The moon is always out.
But if it was hollow, it would be less dense. It would be less dense than.
That's a fact.
The Earth. So wouldn't the Earth have more gravitation
than the Earth? The Earth does have more gravitational. That's why the moon's in its gravitational field.
Yeah. Hold on.
It doesn't matter because then you can argue the moon, but then the sun could be something else. Jupiter could be something else. Mercury, like you have all these other things.
I don't know what you mean.
I don't know my point. I just wanted to bring up the moon.
You just wanted to bring in the moon is hollow.
Okay.
What's hollow moon theory? I've never heard that one. I know about hollow Earth stuff, but that's a treacherous hole you don't want to go down.
But I do think it's a crock of shit when people are like, "Oh my god, I'm like this because I'm a Scorpio. I'm a Scorpio." But
okay.
Because there are some things that I can say, like, you know what? I have met other fellow Scorpios, and we do kind of have the same traits. Why? I don't know. Is it because we're already conditioned because we've heard what Scorpio's traits are? Or is it that we biologically do connect with that sector of whatever the fuck it is? Yeah. But I hate when people make excuses for their irrational selves solely based on
it's like I just did a hit and runs.
I'm a bitch because I'm a Pisces or
I'm a Virgo. Yeah, Virgo things, hashtag Virgo.
I got in a drunk fight in a bar. Yeah. It's my Leo.
Yeah, it's because I'm a Leo, and then we're like, oh, that makes sense.
They were jealous.
Yeah. But so so the moon has okay, hold on. Maybe I'm confused on this whole moon Earth thing because because the moon is less dense than the Earth, it has all these changes on Earth, or is it the reverse?
Honestly, I'm not too sure. I think that the moon, I don't know if it's going in like a perfect circle. I think it's like doing this a little bit of a wobble. I'm not really sure. I know that the moon and the Earth are like locked. They're tidally locked. That's why we only ever see one side, which I don't really understand. I guess it's like some math stuff, which I don't know. Not the biggest fan of. But yeah, the moon. I mean, like it's like a gravitational field, you know. So like it's like magnets. They're like pulling and pushing against each other and stuff.
Gotcha.
I don't really know the deal. Like, is eventually one day the moon gonna crash into the Earth?
Could be.
I should know this. I probably do know this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just forgot. Be like that.
What did they say in Jurassic Park the other day, the movie we watched? And he said,
I was really disappointed in the new Jurassic Park,
I
just to
liked
be
it.
honest.
That's funny.
But he said something about that he had he was quoting someone saying that like the Earth, like we don't give the Earth as much credit as we should, because the Earth has done this for over millions and millions of years of like reusing itself and destructing like itself and then rebirthing all over again.
Right.
And that was like,
who were we talking about with or who were we talking with about global warming? Do you remember?
oh, somebody said that now.
Oh, it was Brad.
Oh, that's right.
Our partner, I guess he lives in a pretty predominant neighborhood, and
Predominantly white is what you wanted to say. Go for it.
sure. So one of his neighbors is like an MT scholar that
He's a scientist.
he was a scientist that was hired to I guess come up with evidence on how would I say this, to I guess go against global warming.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
And during his research, he found the quite opposite, that global warming is real, but it's to I guess go against the fact that it's man-made.
Yeah, that it was man-made.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess at the beginning of his research, he came to find that
It was
that-
man-made.
at the end. So at the beginning, he was like, "Oh no, it's not man-made. It's usually the Earth changes throughout millennia, whatever, over time." And then towards the end of his research, he was like, "Oh fuck, like it's we're fucking ourselves up."
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't really know about all this stuff. I'm sure we're not helping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have this thing though about like destruction and like humans destroying the world, of like we're being like, oh, humans, we ruined the planet.
Right.
And I'm like, did we actually ruin the planet, or is this just like the trajectory of our planet? Like, because we're a species, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I know there's like a thing about being like, well, once we understand the ethics, then we have the responsibility to change and we can be different and all that stuff. But I mean, like, my argument is beavers. Okay?
The animal?
Fuck beavers. You know what I mean?
Beavers?
That's funny. I think, isn't that somebody's, I think that's a comedian's name.
Like beaver.
Beaver.
Like the animal.
Like the animal. They destroy the environment for their own benefit, and we look at it and we're like, this is just nature being nature. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They take trees, they create dams and ruin like
They do. They block the water,
topological,
right?
Yeah, like they ruin all kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just supposed to be cool with this. No,
Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
You start a whole campaign.
I don't think we're any different than beavers. You know
Right.
what I mean? We just take stuff and make our little house and try and protect our family. And in the process of that, we destroy the world.
Yeah. I think this is a continuous thing, at least with humans or just with species in general, to reach a certain point in an evolution where we become, I guess, become like destructive on ourselves, and we're gonna reach a point in history where we're gonna blow ourselves up, and the Earth is still gonna be here.
I think that's
We're not gonna blow up the world.
Right,
we're gonna
right.
blow up ourselves.
right.
I think we're like the fifth humans in like billions of years to be on that trajectory to totally ruining the civilization. Like even if you think about like the you know who Graham Hancock
Yeah.
oh my god, dude,
Graham Hancock.
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
That was a name that I always forget his name, but now it's
he's a Food of the Gods guy.
it's up here, and Foods of the Gods. That's Terrence McKenna.
Oh, he like talks about it.
He's
endlessly.
Fingerprints of the Gods.
Oh, is that
that's
okay? I'm mixing.
that's
up
Graham. Yeah,
yeah. I remember him. I remember seeing an interview where he talks about it a bunch.
yeah,
It might have even been Joe Rogan.
yeah.
I think he did the Joe Rogan, and that's where I
Right.
watch him and what's the other guy's name? I don't remember. Anyway, oh yeah, Graham Hancock's great. He gets to a point.
Yeah,
It's like, you know about his whole thing about how he like kind of got ostracized
right.
because he's like got all these great points, and then he's like the mushroom stuff, talking about like civilizations are way older than they.
Right.
Gobekli Tepe, you know what I mean? Talking about all
Right.
this cool stuff, all this super cool stuff, and he's like aliens,
Right.
and it's like I hate when that's like a thing with like white people, you know what I mean? They're always like, I know that this whole region was filled with brown people,
Yeah.
but there's no way they could have built this temple. It had to be aliens from outer space.
Yeah, which is
There's no way Mexicans did this.
yeah, I don't 100% like believe into like the whole ancient aliens things. I think to a point maybe they did visit, but to visit us and create whole civilizations to help them mine gold and stuff like that. It's just crazy. Like the whole Anunnaki thing about Nibiru and Anunnakis coming here and building a human hybrid of themselves to gold mine is just a completely it's crazy to think.
Right.
Yeah. I think it's just I don't know.
No,
I think it's
I
just
do think it's crazy. Like,
yeah.
it's like, what are you talking about? No, they just.
I think it's just an overused version of what Spanish people did to native people in South America
Right.
to mine gold.
We mine gold because we like balling, bro. We ball, bro.
Yeah.
That's right. Dude. How are we gonna get all of the, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Regalia.
Right.
Yeah, no, I don't believe in any of that stuff. I feel the same way kind of how I do about religion. Like, it's
Yeah.
very interesting. It's filled with all kinds of cool symbols.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of interesting stuff. But again, I don't know. I don't see the point of like an alien species coming to Earth and like hiding and being like, we're gonna work with your governments to.
Yeah. Well,
I guess you're saying mine gold. I never heard that before.
no. So it's an actual it's an offshoot of like the ancient alien thing. So there's a 10th planet. It's called Nibiru that were ran by Anunnaki. Anunnakis, they're the ones with the big
long
heads.
domes.
And so they came here to mine gold because gold is a mineral that's going to help their
And
the world survive.
Is that why they never show themselves? Because we'd roast the shit out of them for looking goofy as hell.
Probably.
Yeah, like, with big dome head ass.
Probably. But so we're supposedly, when you think our human species is like a fraction of them, like they made us
right.
as slaves to mine gold for them. And I guess one of the Nibiru people, I guess like a chief or whatever from their planet, wanted to give us extra to make us smarter and to think for ourselves and stuff, and that wasn't a good idea.
Okay.
So, but I honestly, just hearing all that, it sounds a lot like what the Spanish did to natives, and it really did. I feel
no, it was aliens.
Exactly. So
aliens made you guys slaves.
Right.
That's funny. Yeah.
No, seriously,
Yeah,
like
they're not us.
yeah. Spanish conquistadors? No, Cortez. Who are you talking about? It wasn't Cortez. It was the other guy, Nibiru, the
Right,
captain of Nibiru.
Yeah, that's ridiculous stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that stuff though. There's a lot of different ideas,
Mhm.
you know, a lot of different perspectives.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easy to hide behind stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like
Control. It's
exactly.
all about control.
Right.
They want you to mine the gold. They just want you to think an alien sent.
Yeah, when clearly there's evidence of
They're
actual
covered in,
people.
They're covered in gold. You guys are wearing all the gold.
It wasn't us.
Yeah.
You can imagine the guy just like on like a golden throne,
Yeah.
just
It's like-
chains, dude,
Yeah,
just
yeah. Have you
like
seen that
Mr.
one
T.
picture of that like guy, the Middle Eastern guy who has like a gold T-shirt, and it's like a bunch. It's like, it looks like chainmail, but it's like all gold. It's like the most expensive. He's like the richest guy, one of the richest guys, or something like that.
He's like, but Nibiru guys,
Yeah.
they needed the gold.
Yeah.
They needed the gold.
I'm just holding this.
I'm holding it for a friend.
That's funny.
But who wouldn't? Who wouldn't hold the gold for a friend?
Yeah, I don't understand why gold is so like I don't see the.
Well, it's got a lot of use. It's actually very useful. It's like
Yeah?
yeah. It has a lot of conductivity. Like it's good for like electricity.
Mm.
It has like it's malleable. It's very malleable.
Right.
It God, there's like I went to the Natural History Museum. I always go to well, not always. I like going to Natural History Museum and looking at all the gems. They have like a gem section, like a vault, and all these like rare minerals.
Yeah.
It's all from the area too. It's all from like Riverside and like
Whoa.
Southern California. Like it has where they found it all. A lot of it is from there, and a lot of it from like the Middle East.
Have you been to the Cheech Museum, the Cheech Art
have.
Museum?
I have. I used to do Un Poquito podcast, and we had like an episode where we went and like did a
Oh,
little vlog there.
really?
Yeah, it was very cool.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, have you been there?
Yeah, it's cool. It's been like a few years since I went. A friend of mine actually, a few people that I've had on the podcast, they've had some art
Oh, cool. Hell yeah.
inside
Part of his
the.
collection.
Yeah,
Wow, that's really cool.
yeah. A friend of mine actually, he painted. I guess he got hired by the San Bernardino County to paint an actual like bus stop
Cool.
bench,
Hell yeah.
and like. Out of all the benches, like his was chosen to be displayed inside the
Nice.
the
Cool.
museum. So they
I feel
actually
like I
took the
might have
whole
seen
bench.
it.
They took the whole bench and,
Yeah, that's really
and put
cool.
it in there.
That's super cool.
I don't know if you can you find his
Sure.
bench, and then we'll close it out.
Just for the record, the moon
Yeah.
Earth thing, the moon's orbit, and it creates like a gravitational pull, and that like makes the water move to
Mm,
each side of the planet.
okay,
That creates surges, and that's how the tide raises and lowers.
gotcha. I just don't like low. I don't like low tide because that's when the stingrays come out and they hurt.
I've never been stung by a stingray.
No, don't. I don't recommend it.
I don't really do too much water stuff. I'm a land animal. Eat of the land, live of the land. I don't eat any
Yeah.
seafood or anything.
Really?
Yeah, none.
No?
Not
Like
even,
sushi?
shrimp, sushi, none of that.
Like, does it have to be fried or?
No, I won't. I don't eat anything from the ocean. The only thing I've started eating now is seaweed because I like spam musubi.
Oh, okay.
I should be able to say that. Right?
With spam?
Yeah, spam. You know, like
Oh, and it's
spam.
wrapped
Yeah,
around.
it's like wrapped in a little
Yeah,
pat-
the spam
rice
musubi.
patty.
You got it.
It's delicious. Shout out my boys, Unreal Poke. They have like a poke pop up. They be going around and they serve spam musubi. They have like a double spam musubi. It's like
Oh, I think you posted
spam
about
on
that,
both
right?
sides. But I think so. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
on your story, I seen it.
Yeah, they're fire.
I can't find it.
No?
No.
Ah,
Sorry.
we've seen it before, ladies and gentlemen.
We'll show you if we find it.
Yeah, no worries.
Josh, this was awesome, man.
Hell yeah, dude. I had a great time.
Thanks for coming out, brother.
Thanks for having me, brother.
No, we gotta have you again. This
Yeah,
was
yeah,
awesome. I feel like we can do another 3 hours.
Yeah, we could talk about that.
Go ahead and tell us where we can find you and if you have anything coming up.
I'm on I'm on Instagram mostly. Most of my day I spend on Instagram. So I'm Joshua Benjamin on there. It's not Joshua Benjamin on other platforms, but follow me on Instagram. That's where I post everything. I could plug some shows. This is coming out. You said this is coming out like instantly.
Yeah.
All right. On this Friday, on the 18th, July 18th, I'll be at Chatterbox for Chupa Amigos. It's an awesome lineup. It's going to be a banger show. On the 25th, I'm at Activist Kitchen. On the 28th, Sunset Lounge, Fullerton. That show is the Idiots United show. That's a great show. Come out for that. Get fucked up. Come black out with the bros.
Nice.
That's it, dude.
Hell yeah. Any other platforms? You produce podcasts.
I do
You're on
produce
podcasts.
If you follow me on Instagram, I repost everything that I work on. You can also follow This Old Thing on Instagram. That's like the production umbrella where I post clips from all of the different shows. There'll be a couple of new shows coming out with some people. I'm not saying anything yet, but we'll be rolling out advertising very soon.
Nice.
Yeah, check out wide_pod, me and Mario Rodriguez. Dude, I work on too much stuff. Check me out on Instagram, and that's the best place to go.
Check them out at I'm Joshua Benjamin on Instagram.
And also, may I say, dude, you guys' production level is great, dude. I love it.
Thanks, man.
I love it, dude.
Appreciate it. Well, right now it's crazy in here, but they can't see that.
Yeah. I can see through all this.
Yeah.
I know what real production looks like.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. It's getting there, dude.
It's good, man. It's good. And even like the show, like the way you guys run things, is great. I love it.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you, man. This was awesome. I gotta have you again.
Oh yeah. Awesome. Thanks, man.
See you, man.
The Mind Buzz. Podcast.
Thanks for listening to the Mind Buzz podcast. Subscribe to the Mind Buzz YouTube channel and watch full podcast episodes. Keep up with the hosts, guests, and upcoming events by following the Mind Buzz on Instagram at the Mind Buzz. See you on the next one.